Okay guys, hope you're well. It's end of night, just sort of tying a few things off. And I'm so glad I didn't trade the news today. I don't like trading the news at the best of times. It's very unpredictable. Non-farm can go either way. And the markets have been a little bit odd over the last week or so. So the common sense thing was to stay away from it. If you don't understand it, don't trade it. But now it's finished. There's a lot of data and it'll basically give you some good opportunities on Monday once the market has decided what it's doing with it. But let's have a quick look at correlation. I often tell you about how gold and the US markets are correlated. Well, if the US dollar is moving up, there's normally a good indication that gold will move down. Well, there we go. It started beginning of the day. You know, this is sort of just on the London Open. Up, 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 thump. And it's still high. Take this over into the commodities market, which is this one, and I'll be setting this up. It's the exact reverse, except this one is unbelievably brutal. Now, again, all the pressure this morning, if you saw the video on this is the bull account that I operate. I said all the pressure was down, but bugger me, it was a lot further down than I give it credit for. And these are sort of the days why you get in, you get out, and if you don't understand it, you sit on the sidelines. Now let's just take a look at the DNA of this sort of makeup at the moment. Look at the levels. These levels were put in last weekend. You saw me do them. So you could go back and you can check the numbers, etc. Pushed up, it stopped dead on the level. When it came down, stopped dead on the level and had a go at retesting the fib. Slammed straight through, it stopped to the pip on the level. The pressure's still there, push down, and it stalled on these levels. An amazing amount of pressure coming through, but it closed on the level. Again, showing the levels is right. Pushed straight back down, stopped on this and this. And even when it shot up, it stalled on that. And then when it's trying to go into resurgence to come back, up to level, straight down, stall, stall, stall along this point. And it's currently stopping on this level here. This shows how incredibly important getting your markups are correct. Now, if you've got these markups right, the rest of it is just a question of direction. And even if you get it wrong, at least you've got a fighting chance of knowing you can go from there to there. If you work in golden eye setups, it'll go to the middle. Very, very simple process, guys. I just wanted to kind of fire this up and kind of just show it to you, just to give you something to think about across the weekend. I will be remarking this back up. Again, if there's anything you want marking, just tell me, and I'm happy to mark it for you. But there'll be a good opportunity on Monday. But it all depends on what happens on Sunday night. Now, because of this colossal drop, I'll be very wary before 12 o'clock Monday morning. Simply because if this decides to continue to push down, it'll catch a lot of long-term traders out who are going to try and go long around this area. Because what they'll see is, they'll see that's long and this market can easily push down into these two levels before it tries to come back. And if it is going to come back, its first visiting point is probably going to be around this area here, which is the sweeping point here, then into this cluster, then up into this one if it's coming back this high. But that's kind of my take on it. But it's just something for you to think about. Have yourselves a great weekend.